Right back here today in the vise, we got a Sears single mantle. I think she's going to clean up pretty good. This is a model 476-74550. This is January 1960. Take it back, it's not a January, it's a 7. So it's July of 1964. Got a few little cracks in the decal. Paint's a little bit worn on the bottom, nothing major. The vent is not too bad a shape. Got a little scuff here and one here. Might be a few other little scratches in it, but not too bad. I work nights and sleep during the day. I hadn't been in bed long yesterday morning, Sunday, and Melissa FaceTimed me, woke me up. She said, "Robert," she said, "I've found a lantern at the flea market." She said, "I think it's too expensive, but I wanted to ask you first." And showed it to me, and it was a Sears single mantle. Kind of hard to find one, especially around here. It's the first red Sears that I've seen in my area, and usually when I do see a red one anywhere else, most of the time it's a double mantle instead of the single. And anyway, what she was calling too expensive, $40. And as soon as I seen it was the red Sears, I said, "Grab it." And she said, "You don't think it's too expensive?" I said, "No." I said, "Grab it." Went back and forth 5 or 6 times. I kept telling her, "Grab it, grab it." And she said, "I don't know." I said, "Grab it." And finally she went ahead and grabbed it. And I went back to sleep. And I got to see it when I got up ready for work last night. So we said we tear in this thing, sit and clean this thing up and get her running again. All right, I've already got a stock pot of vinegar out on my 500 out on the deck. Got the water almost up to a boil, and got my basket here, a small parts basket here. So let's go ahead and tear into it. Get her tag off. I think once I get this bell cleaned up, I will put a bell protector on it, some heat shrink. Okay, frame's a little warped. I'm gonna have to do a little straightening on that. I can see it's kind of sloped over. That globe's too tight getting on and off of there. Let's remove this frame nut. 7/16. Thing's tight. Turned out by hand. There's a house guest in there. know if it's going to focus in or not. Seared. Itsy bitsy spider. Dried up itsy bitsy spider. It's a 5/8 inch wrench. Take out that burner tube so we can remove the U-tube. It's got both washers, but somebody's had it apart because they had them both on the stud there to hold the frame down. Burner frame. Looks like it's going to clean up really well. 7/16 on the generator. Not too carboned up. Let's go ahead and get that clip off that pump. Ooh, I don't like to see that. That pump's been replaced with a newer plastic. Those are JUNK. The last time I tried to change one of those, pulling that clip off there, it broke the white piece there. I ended up having to get a washer and file out the inside to get it to fit. So let's just go ahead and throw this out of the way. I've got more 200A pumps over there. Should fit in it, hopefully. We can get that check valve out of there so we can get it in the vinegar. She's still rattling, but she's pretty greasy, so let's go ahead and get her in the bowl. I haven't checked them valves yet to see if they had turned. You can see right now that the whole nut is turning. I can hold it with my hand and it's turning. Alright, she's tight. Let's throw a little heat on that and see if we can loosen that up. Much better. Heat that graphite up while it's hot. Just work that knob back and forth and that'll loosen it up. Go ahead and get that valve wheel off there. That's definitely going to need to be in the bowl. Alright, the fuel pickup is a 5/16. Let's go ahead and give that a little stretch, put a little life back into it. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Got it that far and she stopped again. Yep, that spring's gone. Burn out this old fuel cap gasket. As you can see, she's shot. Alright guys, sorry for the hissing in the background. The governor's gone bad on my air compressor. Anytime the motor is not running, it starts bleeding off. So we'll have to listen to it till it bleeds completely off. Alright, this paint's pretty faded. See on the back side it's darker, got some runs in it. So we said we put some Mother's Mag on this and see if we can bring a little bit of that life back to the paint. I'm about out of Mother's Mag and it's about dried up, but see what we can do. All right, let's see if it made a difference. All right, not too awful bad. Got all the runs out of the paint for the most part. I can still see a little bit of a run right there, but it's not real noticeable. Could have got a little better in that decal, but I was afraid to put too much pressure on that decal, so it's a little faded around the decal a little bit. But it looks so much better than it did. I've never had this happen before. Threaded that thing out, I boiled it, I cleaned it, and I was just threading it back in. I got about halfway back in. I hadn't even got pressure on it yet, and it just sheared off. My threads are stuck up in there. So it's not tight. Maybe we can turn it out. Look at that. Dig through my parts, see if I can find another one. Alright, looks like a 200A is going to work. Okay, I got a replacement spring for the generator. Get a new cardboard packing. Alright, I'm going to try one of these American mantle 8003 for the Humphrey. It's a big mantle, but I think this is going to push it. You know, these are round. I like to stretch them like that. I can make them long. Alright, we are getting extremely too much fuel. That generator tip is shot, my guess. So I'm going to have to replace that generator tip. Alright, I took that generator off. I swapped out that tip. And I don't think the camera's going to pick that up. Somebody had to drill this tip out. That is the biggest hole I've ever seen in a lantern. I don't know if y'all can see that in there or not. But it looks like it's bored out, and I got a good tip on that needle, and I could raise that needle all the way up to the cleaning position, and this hole is so big that the needle wouldn't cut off any of the fuel flow. So I put another 200A fuel tip on there. I've had to replace the broken fuel pickup. My guess is somebody tried to work on that, and this fuel pickup tube was stopped up, and they thought it was the generator tip, and they've tried to drill it out. Would be my guess. That's how it got that big. That's the only thing I can figure. Anyway, let's get some bell wrap put on our bell. I've already heated and put a little oil on there and heated it. Kind of seasoned it a little bit, just like I do all my metal parts. So let's get some bell wrap on that. Alright, there you have it. Not too bad. She looks a lot better than she did. She's burning like a brand new one. Okay, if y'all like these kind of videos, be sure to hit that like button. Share the videos with your friends, the other collectors. Thanks for watching, and God bless.